perils of the patriarchy, an ode. Piercing with your sword of hate, you penetrate and poison the purity of humanity, the love of the mother, the innocence of the sweet child, tearing away the right to feel safe, accepted, adored, inside our very own being, bodies, even our homes. You judge, criticize, compare, contorting the essence of womanhood, which lies hidden within, not worn as adornments, bouncing Baywatch-style breast implants, perfectly polished plastic nails, prettily puckered and plumped lips, laden with lead, or toxically, chemically coiffed hair, heels that steal our barefoot connection with her, the earth. You poke, tweak, fuck and leave, calling it sex, but we're never impressed. Our bodies as empty of pleasure as your balls of cum, when you've wastefully exploded your precious life-giving sperm onto our tits, grinning with cunning, calling it fun. How my heart breaks for your delusion, the persuasiveness of porn and the empty lives it pervades, devoid of deep, intimate connection, of sensual touch, and eyes looking into gaze, joining souls across dimensions, bodies flowering, opening to pure, pure pleasure and union as tantric centers awaken, a vine of sacred love entwining with deliciously, deliciously sweet satisfaction. The priestess knows, deep in her soul, she remembers the time when men were not wankers, called to enter the temple for initiation into the art of sensuality. No late-night XXX channel, the mess mopped up with Kleenex, but rather a ceremonial ritual to bless and give thanks for the divine elixir expressed. She knows this isn't the way. T&A spread all about town, protruding from mini dresses, plastered on billboards, flashing on screens, naked in strip clubs, advertising everything from cars to baked beans. How did we allow ourselves to be so defiled? Where did we step down from our throne, chuck away our crown, and accept, instead of being worshipped, to be reviled? We gave them the weapon. We denounced our power. Blaming them won't help. Silently, they'll call you a cunt because they're bitter, angry, lost, and afraid. These warriors know they have nothing more to fight for. The Queen has left the building, so what's the point in winning when there's no reward in returning home from battle to the arms of a woman devastated by self-hatred? She has nothing to give. Her river run dry. Her heart shriveled in fear at not being, fill in the blank, enough. Her days spent desperately scouring the celeb mags and sites to find the one diet, dress, butt lift, eyebrow tweeze, nip or tuck that will make her feel good again. Just like the boy whose mother rejects and neglects. Deep down, the anger swells. The pain of failing to find the presence in connection with another turns to poison, which must be purged. But men don't turn this in on themselves. Oh no. They have a divining rod rather than a receptacle. An arrow to fire, a dagger to insert, a gun to shoot, a missile to aim at target unknown. Bitch, mother, sister, slapper, vixen, virgin, wife, whore. Does it really matter? As long as it has real T&A and isn't a masquerading ladyboy. The point is, aim for the vagina with a venomous blade to direct and conquer, to release and unleash all the pent-up rage at no longer having a queen to stand for, to serve, to be sure of. Externalized, this transmutes into the raw agony of a mother hearing her husband fucking her underage daughter, the weeping virgin sold as bride to the deviant middle-aged man, or the cute chica from the club whose consent was compromised the minute he gave her ketamine, waking the next day wondering why she's so sore. The pretty princess, deluded by Disney, to be nice and polite and silently wait for the prince to come rescue her from the big bad dragon or wake her from the 1,000-year sleep, giving her life as if she's incapable of making it without his assistance. The lady, sprinting from the terror of the man's footsteps that follow her down the dark alley, or the woman who lies awake at night waiting for the drunken assault that's going to rearrange her furniture or face. The yogi, devoted to her Swami until his fingers force their way into her Lululemon pants, while she's in downward facing dog, freezing with fear and uncertainty, as he suggestively says, "Just surrender to my healing hands." The innocent girl seeking stardom, forced to secure her role, not with talent, but an uncomfortable night on the casting couch, contorting her principles with a Hollywood producer, claiming first dibs as he gifts her a place not on the Oscar nominees list, but in the swelling ranks of the Me Too movement. The mother, who blindly follows him, praying as she places her kids innocently into the sticky-fingered paws of popes and priests, unaware of the perils and perversions they'll endure at the hands of these holy men. Others tout the benefits of polyamory, a paradigm for the new earth, they claim. But isn't it just acting out the wounding and unmet desires for attention of a child who failed to receive from their avoidant, alcoholic, absent, or abusive parent? My friends, what kind of world are we co-creating here? Where you prick away at our safety, our right to belong in a world of loving kindness, yet truly I fear your pain is worse than ours. Because inside, you know, you toppled her, you killed the queen, you chose to murder the mother. For your own convenience, a moment of peace, a position of power to rule the kingdom your way, to have us follow, yet you have failed. It takes two to tango. One man dancing alone, swinging his dick like a disco queen, ain't romantic or sexy either. Devoid of a woman's passion, electricity, fire, creativity, sensuality, and wild abandon. Endless emotion, sweetness, softness, connection, and most obviously heart. No one desires to dance alone, yet you've made it solo. You've made it so, forcing us to abandon you, so now you're waltzing solo. And what a mess you're making. 2 steps when it should be 1. You're limp when you need to be strong. Your pace is pathetic rather than poetic. The music plays, but it no longer moves you. The strings scream at your heart, yet the response is silence, sealed shut to emotion, like the lid of an ancient tomb. Stuck in this darkness, we weep, mind, body, heart, and soul, desperately praying for a savior to come. God, Jesus, Allah, anyone, someone who will come and rescue us from this. But they are all men. Where, oh where is the goddess? Chastised, buried, forgotten? Yet we need her alive. In the wombs of our sisters, she lurks as a fox burrowed in its lair, waiting. For what? Now. The time has come. We cannot allow this anymore, not on our watch. The hands of history are quickly changing direction. Us and them no longer works. Her story is needed. It's time to turn me on its head so it becomes we are in this together, called loudly to unite. Heal this pain, his and hers, so that together we can co-create a safer world.